Hi everyone, Rad Drew here. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I hope everyone's enjoying the holidays and looking forward to next week and Christmas coming up. So today I just wanted to share with you a fun little app that I've been playing with, especially this holiday, just because it's been fun to create some holiday images. But you can use it for all kinds of things. It's called Werble, and it's a little app that allows you to create animated GIFs and videos of different things with different effects that you can choose from the app. Here are a few things that I've created. Let me play this for you. There we go. A few things that I've created with it. This one, I've added snow to an image that I created and then put a star on top and so on. I know many of you have asked about how I created the image that I'm using here with those strange effects of the tree and so on. I'm working on another video right now that I'll post a link to it in the YouTube description here once I have it done. But that one is going to show how I use different apps to create the image that you see here. But this video today is only talking about these video effects and how to add them using the app Werble. This is another creation with the light floating through the scene. You got the star on the top of the tree. That color was chosen using one of the filters that's in the tool pack. Here's another example where, again, on this one I just added snow, and again I created that image behind that using other tools, and I'm going to do another video on how to do that. It's really fun. There's another image where I just added some more effects. And this is what the app looks like when you purchase it. It actually works on iPhone and Android. You can find it in the App Store or the Play Store. It's a free app with in-app purchases, and the free app comes with what they call starter pack, and it has a variety of different effects in it. Everything that I'm doing today I did with just that starter pack. You can always purchase additional packs through the app if you wish, which I've done because I find them interesting. But also, if you go out to the to Instagram, you'll find a Werble site that people are posting all kinds of amazing things that they're creating with this. Not just these holiday things that I've done. These are very simple. Some of them are quite involved and really cool. It's quite a powerful little tool. So let's go ahead and get started. These are some of the images that I'm going to work with. This image was created using another process that I'm working on a video for, which I mentioned. I'll put a link to that video in the description once I have this new video created. Here's another image that we'll use today, and then this image also. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go out to the Werble app. So to do that, I'm just going to swipe down in the center of the phone like I always do. You'll notice the Werble app is the big purple W there. That's there, but if it wasn't in the tray already, I would just type Werble in the search bar and it would pop right up. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on Werble, and it's taking me into the app. Now I just finished saving an image a minute ago, and so it's taking me right back into the app where I left off. So what I'm going to do is close this share palette. I'm going to go to the home button and tap on that, and when I do, it takes me out to the Werble interface, and down below you'll see the Werble W sort of pulsing down there. Well, that's a button. I'm going to tap on that, and it takes me out to my projects. Now these are projects in the Werble app that I've created recently. You can see a few of them here, and you could just go back and resume working on those, or you can start a new project, which is what I'm going to do now. I'll tap on New, and it will take me out to my all photos. Now if you look up at the top, it says all photos, and there's a little down arrow there. What we're looking at here, these are all my photos in the camera roll. I need to navigate to my albums where I have photos for this session, just for our little Werble tutorial. So I'm going to tap on that, and these are all my photo albums. I'm going to scroll down. I have quite a few. You probably won't have this many. And there's my Werble video album at the bottom. I'm going to tap on that. And now these are it's showing 4 images here that are part of this tutorial. So I'm going to work with those 3 images. Let's start with this image right here. So I'll select that. When I do, you can tell it's up here in the top part of the the screen, and you'll notice that it's cut off the top and the bottom. This image is a vertical portrait orientation image, and it's cut off the top and the bottom. Well, if you notice down here at the bottom of that frame, there are 3 icons. Well, the one in the center, if I tap on that, watch what happens. It's going to size it to capture the entire image. You can also take 2 fingers and move that around and size it the way you want it. But if you choose, you can expand it to the full frame, or you can have it be something like that. I want the whole image to show, so that's what I'm going to do. Once I have that, I'm going to tap the arrow, and it takes me into the work area. So let's just go quickly around the interface. Up at the upper left is the home icon. So if you wanted to start a new project and get rid of this one, you would tap home and go out and select a new image. As you move across the top, you'll notice a shopping cart there. That's where you would choose to purchase additional filter packs should you wish to. It comes, as I said, with 1 free starter pack, and that starter pack, everything I'm doing today, I used with I did with things from that starter pack. So you don't have to spend anything if you don't want to, but the other packs are kind of cool, so you may want to do that. The next icon you'll notice there's a purple icon, looks like kind of an open book. That's the library of effects. So when you tap on that, down below, these are all the different effects that I've purchased. This one down here at the very bottom, it says starter pack. That's the one that comes with the free version, and it's what I've used today. The next thing you see across the top there is a wrench. If I tap on that wrench, now I have the tools menu. The tools menu allows you to edit the layer that you're in. So this is a layers program. If you notice down below the image, there's a trash can where you can throw away a layer, and then there's an empty layer, and then there's a plus sign where you can add additional layers. So each of these, to add the effects, you're going to create a new layer and add an effect in that. Well, depending on which layer you select, like if you can select any layer. Oops, I just deleted that error. I didn't mean to do that. So that was a mistake. You see the little back arrow on the right, that's an undo button. So I'm going to tap on that, and thank goodness it didn't make me go out and get my image again. So anyway, I was saying that you can edit with these tools any layer that you're in. So let's start by adding an effect first of all. Well, first of all, let me just show you one thing. One of the things that's really cool about this, I think, is the filters pack. It's right here. It looks like a piece of film. I'll tap on that. And when I do, I get all these different filters. And look how you can dramatically change the color of your image just by choosing a different filter. I mean, this is not an unusual thing for apps to have, but I think this one is pretty good in terms of how much it changes the image. And in really cool ways, I think. So just know that you have this ability to use these different filters. Quite a few of them here, and I think each of them has its has its uses. So I'm going to go ahead with what I've already selected, and I'm going to close out my filters. Now I want to add an effect. So to do that, I'm going to tap on that empty layer right there, and I'm going to go up to the top and tap on the effects library icon, and I'm going to tap that big arrow underneath the image, and it shows me these are all of the effect packs that I've purchased. The one that comes with it is the one at the very bottom, and it says starter pack, and everything that I do today I did with the free starter pack. So I'm going to go ahead and tap that and open it. These are all of the effects that come with this. It's kind of a hodgepodge of different things. So you have different kinds of light effects. You've got some Santa Claus Christmas stuff here. Then you've got these swirling lights. You've got snowflakes. And then you have a candle flame, flapping wings, bubbles, different skies, lightning, rain, storms, beach movement, smoky filters here. A host of different things that are included in this, and you'll want to try them all and play with them and see what works for you. But so what I want to do, let's start out by adding let's see, let's go ahead and add this light down here. I'll tap on that. Notice how it put that light up in the upper right hand corner. Now once you add an effect, you can take your finger and you can size that effect. You can make it bigger or smaller. You can position it wherever you want it, something like that. You could also, if you wanted to change the intensity of that effect, you could tap the wrench up at the upper top, and now making sure that you have that layer selected, that has that layer that has that light effect in it, you can now go down here. Let's say you wanted to choose the intensity of it. You can go to brightness, and you can brighten that up or dim it down. You can also work on contrast, gamma, or exposure, and I'll let you play with all of those. What else do you have down here? The other thing you have here are blending modes. You notice over here on the left, the two little boxes, it says blending under it. If I tap on that, I can choose the current mode I'm in. I can drop that down, but if I tap on the mode button, now I'm switching. There's an overlay mode. Now if you've used blend modes in other apps, you'll be familiar with these names. There's a screen filter, there's an overlay mode, normal, and so on. And each of these are instructions to the program, to the app, on how to blend these two images together. And oftentimes look at that, that's so cool. By moving through these, you'll find effects that maybe what you're looking for, or you may find surprises. I've never seen that one before. But once you choose one, you can switch back to opacity, and now you can back that off to where it's not so heavily prominent in the image. That's kind of a cool effect. So let's go back to mode. I'm going to go back to normal, wherever that is. Usually these are in weird positions. There's normal mode. So I'm going to leave it on normal, and I'll close up the blending mode. But you can add these different effects. So actually, I don't think I like that blending mode. What the heck was it on before? Okay, so if you re-tap the pack, which I did, you're resetting everything. Okay, so let's see. Let's add another effect here. So I'm going to go back up to the top and tap on the filter gallery, and let's add a star to the top of the tree. Here's one right here. Again, I can take my two fingers and position it where I want it, make it smaller, pinch it in, make it small like that. And then if I want to edit that light a little bit, I can go back to my wrench at the top, go to my tools, I can choose lighting, and it's on brightness right now. I can drop the brightness of that. I could also affect contrast, gamma, and exposure. I'm going to leave it just the way it is, and that's looking pretty good. So let's do another layer. This time, let's add this. I like this light right here to kind of add some sparkle to everything. And again, you can drag that and position it to be right where you want it. You can pinch and size it, and so on. I'm going to leave that just the way it is. And then, oh, you know what I did? I took out our other light. So what you have to do, I just overwrote the previous light selection because I didn't tap the plus button to add an empty layer. So I just did that. Let's go back and get our light down here, this one, and add that back in. So now we have our light coming in at the top, and if I wanted to maybe make that a little smaller, that's better. Now I want to add one more effect. So to do that, I want to tap the plus sign there to add an empty layer. And now I think I saw some presence in here. Let's put some presence around the bottom of the tree. So there's our presence, and I can take that and drag it down to where I want it beneath the tree. I can size it the way I want it, and now we have some presence beneath our tree. I think that's really cool. All right, so I'm happy with that. I'm done. I'm going to click the share icon up here, and it's going to take me out. You can send it to Instagram or whatever. I like to save it to my photos first and then decide what I want to do. So I'm going to tap on Save to Photos, and you have three options for saving here. You can save it as a video, you can save it as an animated GIF, or a live photo. Just so you know, I have not had success saving a live photo. I don't know why. It just seems to churn and churn and churn and never save it. So try it, see if it could be operator error on my part. It could be something, it could be a bug. But see if you want to try that. But the ones I've had success with are saving a video and an animated GIF. So if I tap on Save a Video, I get this pick list here. I can choose how many seconds I want the video to run. So I usually choose 30 seconds, somewhere in there. And notice it tells me that it's been saved successfully to my camera roll. Let's go back and do one more here. If I tap on Save to Photos, the other one I can do is an animated GIF. I'm going to save on that, and I can choose a large one up to just under 10 megabytes, or I can choose as little as a megabyte. I'm going to choose the largest one. And I haven't done any experimenting to see how the quality is with the lower resolution ones, but you can try that and see. So now let's go out and look in our camera roll, and there's our image. So there's our GIF. And you know, when you look at these in the camera roll, the last two images there at the bottom are the ones that I just saved. The one says 30 seconds. That's the video, and the other one is the GIF. If you ever have any question about what is what, you can select the image and then swipe up on it, and it will tell you. You can see this is a video. You can see the video icon there. And then if I swipe down, go to the next one, and swipe up, it tells me this is a GIF. So you can see what you've been working on. So let me go out here and turn this off before I do any more. Sorry about that. I should have done that before. Okay, so let's go back to our image. Let's do another one. That was pretty cool. I really like the tree with the presents under it. But let's do another one. I'll go back here, tap on the home, and now I'm going to tap on the Werble icon. I'm going to start a new project, and then I'm going to navigate to my album. And you may not need to do this step. I just organized things for our video today. So there we go. There are the 4 images here that I have that we can choose from. Let's get our fireplace image. And I'm going to size it so that it's a square, but I want it filling the whole frame. So I tap that little icon in the center there with the two arrows in it. And then I'm going to tap the arrow at the right to go out to the workspace. So let's go down to choosing a filter from the starter pack, and let's start out by putting a fire in that fireplace. So here's a little fire that we can add in there, and you can, again, I'm pinching and positioning it right where I want it, somewhere like that. And now I want to add another layer. And this time I'm going to tap the plus sign to add an empty layer. And then I'm going to go down and let's get Santa's boots here. So there's his boots kicking. And I don't know why I'm amused by this, but I am. I'm going to slide this down and position it in the fireplace where I want it. And that looks pretty good. So now I'm not done. I want to do another one. So I'm going to tap on the plus sign, and this time I'm going to, let's get some like light going through this. So there's the, I've added another filter on top of everything. So we've got these kind of little highlights circling through the image. The one thing I don't like though is that it's covering up my stockings to the point where they're obscured by that top layer. So what I want to do, I want to use the masking tool. So if I go to my tools again at the top, and you'll see there's a masking icon right there, masking tool. I'm going to tap on that. Now I want to make sure I've got that layer selected that has that that circling light, and I want to erase that top layer from those stockings. So I'm just taking my finger and wiping over the stockings. So now that light that's passing over everything else is kind of leaving our stockings without that obscurity of that color. So it's a neat thing if you have masking to do. It's got a great feature for that. If you do something and you make a mistake you've got the undo arrow there. You can back up and go back one step at a time through your edits. And you can see down below, you can choose different opacities, different brushes, and so on for your masking. It's not unlike other tools that you might see. So there we go. That's it. I'm going to go ahead and save that. And I'm going to save it to Photos. And let's just save an animated GIF of that one this time. And it looks good. And let's go out and look in our camera roll. And there's our Christmas card animated video with Santa kicking in the fireplace. So that's it. I wanted to share this with you because I've had so much fun with it. I hope you do too. Watch for my video on how to create some of these other images that I've shared with you today, like this tree, and here are a few others. This one, I'll show you how to use other tools in SnapSeed to get these really interesting effects. So watch for that. I'll put a link to it in the description here in the YouTube video, and I hope you'll take a look at that later. Thanks again for watching, and have a great holiday. Whatever you celebrate and however you celebrate, and enjoy your family and friends, and I hope to see you online, or better yet, in the field in the coming year. Merry Christmas.